In Chapter 18, Problem E18-17, we are given, consider the following data for November 2014 from McKnight Manufacturing Company, which makes silk pendants and uses a process costing system. All direct materials are added at the beginning of process, and conversion costs are added evenly during the process. Spoilage is detected upon inspection at the completion of the process. Spoil units are disposed of at zero net disposal value. McKnight Manufacturing Company uses the weighted average method of process costing. We are required to compute equivalent units for direct materials and conversion costs. Show physical units in the first column of your schedule. We are given the following set of data for physical units, direct materials, and conversion of work in process November 1st, started in November 2014, good units completed and transferred out during November 2014, normal spoilage, abnormal spoilage, work in process November 30th, total costs added during November 2014, degree of completion for direct material 100%, conversion cost 50%, degree of completion direct material 100%, conversion cost 50%. In order to do this, we need to do the flow of production to find the equivalent units for direct material and conversion. So we will start off with work in process and beginning. There's the total for physical units would be 1,000 units for the work in process in November 1st. For started during current period, to find this, we would take 9,000 physical units and goods units completed and transferred out during November 2014, added to 100 units and physical units of normal spoilage, plus 50 units and physical units of abnormal spoilage, plus 2,000 in physical units work in process November 30th, and subtracted by physical units 1,000 units in work in process November 1st. Which gives us a total of 10,150 units for started during current period in the physical units. To find account for, we would sum work in process beginning of physical units 1,000, started during current period 10,150 units in physical units, which gives us a total of 11,150 units to count for. To find completed and transferred out during current period, that would be 9,000 units in physical units under the goods units completed and transferred out during November 2014. To find normal spoilage, that would be 100 physical units in normal spoilage. To find abnormal spoilage, that would be physical units, 50 units, in abnormal spoilage. To find out work in process for ending, it would be 2,000 in physical units under work in process for November 30th. Accounted for, to find this, we would take the sum of completed and transferred out during current period, 9,000 units, plus normal spoilage of 100 units, plus abnormal spoilage of 50 units, plus work in process ending 2,000 units. Which gives us a total of 11,150 units. Now notice that for physical units, my to account for and my accounted for, the units must match. A total of 11,150 units. To find equivalent units for direct material, I would take 9,000 of physical units for the good units completed and transfer out during November 2014 and multiply by 100%, which gives me a total of 9,000 equivalent units in direct material. To find normal spoilage, I would take 100 units in physical units in the normal spoilage and multiply it by 100% of direct material. Which gives me 100 units in direct materials for equivalent units. For abnormal spoilage, I would take 50 units in physical units under the abnormal spoilage and multiply it by 100% direct material. To find equivalent units for direct material for work in process ending, I would take 2,000 in physical units under work in process for November 30th and multiply it by 100%, which gives me a total of 2,000 units in equivalent units for direct material for work in process ending. To find equivalent units of work done to date, I would sum up completed and transfer out during current period 9,000 equivalent units plus normal spoilage of 100 equivalent units plus abnormal spoilage of 50 equivalent units plus work in process ending of 2,000 equivalent units to get a total of equivalent units of work done to date for 11,150 units. To find conversion or equivalent units conversion, I would take 9,000 of my physical units in good units completed and transfer out during November 2014, multiply by 100%, which gives me a total of 9,000 equivalent units in conversion cost. To find out equivalent units in conversion costs for normal spoilage, I would take 100 units in physical units for normal spoilage and multiply by 100%, which gives me a total of 100 equivalent units for conversion cost. To find out equivalent units for conversion cost for abnormal spoilage, I would take 50 physical units in abnormal spoilage and multiply it by 100%, which gives me a total of 50 units, equivalent units for conversion costs for abnormal spoilage. To find out work in process for inning, I would take 2,000 physical units in work in process in November 30th and multiply that by my conversion cost or degree of completion for degree completion, 33% conversion cost. 30% conversion cost, which gives me a total of 600 equivalent units in conversion cost. To find out equivalent units of work done to date for conversion cost, I will sum up completed and transfer out during current period 9,000 units plus normal spoilage 100 units plus abnormal spoilage 50 units plus work in process inning 600, which gives me a total of 9,750 units. This wraps up the video for Chapter 18 on problem E18-17.